For someone who's just starting the product, what would you tell them?
The first thing that I would tell them to do is to be careful that they might start the product and feel worse. The second thing that I tell them is to start slow. Start with one packet, and if they have trouble with one packet, go to one capsule. Because those are indicators that you need the product worse than anybody. That's the number one thing I would tell them. The number two thing I would tell them is to take it and get into a system and begin to start a log and start a diary. Even subtle things. Because 3 months from now when you look back is where you'll see your story. Unless you're one of the fortunate ones that all of a sudden, you know, in the first week or first 2 weeks they see, oh my gosh, this is wonderful. Like my daughter. My eldest daughter was having challenges, had the best nutrition that I know of. And for the last 2 years she's been having some really serious problems. And the fourth or fifth day she called me up and she says, Dad, I'm back. And she had a major glutathione production problem. And she could not burn this incredible fuel. If you think about an engine, great engine, perfectly, everything's running beautifully. I mean, everything can work beautifully. And the best fuel, nitro, I mean, fabulous gasoline, and no spark. What do you got?
Nothing.
You got a great piece of metal, and you got some great liquid, you got nothing.
Yeah.
No glutathione, or reduced glutathione, you got no ability to burn the fuel.
What kinds of issues have you personally seen people help by using the glutathione?
Well, when you power up a cell or you have energy, you won't be depressed. So depression or just having a lousy day or not being able to handle the challenges of the day are exasperated when you don't have power. So that's probably one of the things. Mental clarity, almost across the board with people, they just seem to be able to handle the daily things they've had on their plate better.
How long should someone give themselves on the product before they should expect results?
I would say in the first 30 days. Most people, if they take the first box of a quarter of 1 week, most people will see a change in 1 week. If they don't, then the first thing I would do is say experiment and go to 3 or 4 doses. And you might see then some changes. And if you're feeling really powered up and everything is great and you don't feel a change, then obviously you're producing enough glutathione. Then the question is, do you need it? Then, in my opinion, it's probably the best anti-aging tool that there is. And if you're 25 and you're just cooking, then the probability is you don't need it. If you're 35, that means you lost 8 to 12% of your production of glutathione. So the question is, how, like you listen to Dr. Keller, you know, how rusty do you want to have the pipes? Or do you want to keep them real shiny, beautiful stainless bearings all the way through?